Hey, what's the deal, y'all? Today I got 5 ways to never look back. So while you looking back there, let's go. Giza soup. Number 1, your plan A is all you need, rooted in God, because God has rooted that in you. Plan B is for suckers. When you know what you want, you will take the moves and the correct steps to get there, man. And then you move on down the alphabet. Don't stop until you get what you gotta get. You understand? And that's rooted in faith. So your plan A is all you need, rooted in the right pot. What's that pot? Peace and love. What's that? God. What's that? Raising your vibration by correcting your diets, your media, the outlets you choose to intake. These things all contribute to who you become, and that's ultimately your destiny. Giza soup. Number 2, the company you keep is not aligning with your mission, but you want to force it. These people don't even know how to support themselves, so how can you expect these people to support you thinking they're doing a great job? If only we started doing report cards for this shit, I bet people would have friendships that last longer than a week or a month. You wouldn't go back to class because there's none left to learn from these folks. Move on and keep challenging your senses. Everybody can't go. Self-work. You gotta do the work to level up. If you don't do the work, don't expect to level up, especially with the person who did the work. You know what I'm saying? That's like Mario with Luigi, and one person got all these lives, and you're stuck on level 1. You gotta earn those lives. That's how you got there. You gotta go through repetition. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta challenge yourself, man, and do the self-work to make it to these new levels. And new levels, new devils. You understand? You're gonna be challenged and tested with these new adversities when you begin to climb the ladder of wherever you're going, of wherever you gotta go, of wherever you're headed. There's gonna be new challenges and adversities. Falcons don't flock with the pigeons, right? So you can love family from a distance, that's cool. If it's mutual, they will respect your path and the journey, the way you chose to take. You gotta trust the universe. If they don't, it's simply not meant to be. You gotta trust the universe and stop playing God, and if they do not, it's simply not meant to be. You gotta trust the universe, stop playing God and trying to force these Jenga pieces, man. All right, Giza soup. Number 3, so that leads us to number 3. Since being alone, hasn't your life gotten way better? You begin to see who's really there for you and why, Since when you're alone, not lonely. Once you make it past being alone, you don't become lonely. And you see who's truly there for you, and you get to weigh out their intentions of these Decepticons. You understand what I'm saying? So take a step back. Be separate. It's even in the Bible. It's often, and I'm not religious by any means, it's spiritual. There's good shit in the Bible. There's also some wicked stuff in the Bible. All right, so take what works for you. Man, it's oftentimes attachments and shit like that you feel you need to look back on. That's what makes you look back. It's these attachments and these paperweights, these things that you bring onto your ship that's gonna ultimately weigh it down. You feel me? So you gotta honestly, understand the capacity that your ship can maintain, that your plane can maintain. It's like you wanna be treating people how they treat you, right? But don't waste your time and energy and focus if the energy is not reciprocated or if it's not a match. You get what I'm saying? That's very important, or your batteries will just drain extra quick with the expedition. All right? And also, that's how you find balance within a relationship or whatever, is when you give and take. You can't just take. If you want to receive, you're gonna block up the energy grid. So you don't just want to take. You want to give and take. That way you will receive the best blessings, and the best energy will come back to you because it's not just jammed up like Spaceballs. You give it a chance to, bounce back. You do karma, do energy up, and give and take, yin yang. Number 4, what God has for you ahead is unimaginable, man. We talking about the creator of the universe. Yeah, the universe. This whole shit. So what makes you think God can't bless you beyond whatever it is you have on your mind? as his favorite creation. So let go of the bags you've packed, you know what I mean? God has an unlimited black card for you on arrival when you get there. Faith is the jet fuel to your plane. You understand? It may get turbulent, it may get rocky along the journey. It will, in fact. What you go through, you grow through. You're gonna get there. If you believe, you can make it off the fumes even, goddammit. Because God will step in. These people have to do the self-work. And if they don't, you know what I'm saying, carry their own weights, they become a paperweight. They didn't get your ticket, so these people will become paperweights. Things take time to build and manifest, you know, and for people to find their own meaningful sense of direction. And everybody can't go, you know? So when you know what you're doing, you're not gonna feel some type of way when you can't go down someone else's PJ. You gotta work for your own, and that comes through understanding who you are. You understand? You're not gonna feel some type of way if you know who you are when you see someone else establish their own foundation of what they believe in. You know what I'm saying? You can't just jump jets. Motherfuckers wanna jump ship. You can't be jumping jets. It's keys of soup. It's possible to build your own plane from scratch and attract mechanics to you. You know what I'm saying? To assist you with building that shit. You know what I mean? But you can't be calling this shit just relationship, because once you start flying, they gonna feel some type of way when they ain't got their own hovercraft. You feel me? It's possible to allow these people to help build with you. But if they just wanna, you know, jump jets and shit like that, they can't fly. That's why, you know, as chosen ones, these people probably don't have the same destination as you on this planet Earth, all right? So when people don't align with you specifically to your details, to how you want, you know what I mean? Because it's your world, it's your universe within you. And people who you bring into your life, that's according to you, right? So money, oftentimes it's money that will balance things out for you and allow you to have relationships with people who just don't understand, all right? Moving on. Number 5, last but not least, number 5. People who are for you in divinity will catch up to you, bro. They'll catch up. You ain't gotta be constantly breaking your neck looking back at these people to see how their leg day went. They will catch up if it's meant to be. Godspeed. You have to trust the process when you're in flow state, when you're flowing. You know what I'm saying? When you know what you're doing. That way, whatever you face will align with your purpose, and you grow through what you go through. So whatever you go through should be on track towards your destination. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like a morning routine. You wake up and you put certain things in place because you know where you're going to be. And you'll know that by finding meaning in the challenges in which you face. Because fear is not real, but a test of faith and your courage, bro. You have to go through it. Go through the fire. Because you wanna know why? Because God will not bestow onto you more than you can handle. You will not get burnt no more than what's necessary for you to actually escape the fire, to actually get out the fire. So if you watch this video to the end, you are protected. Fear is not real, but a test of your bravery. So be brave out here, man. Protecting your faith, meaning have it rooted so well that you're able to challenge your developments. You're able to challenge the shit that you go through. Some of these most religious people will not even question what's written. So your belief system, whatever you believe in, your faith, having a strong base will allow you to take more on. But some people just have to learn the hard way, you know? And that's not for us to throw the cape on and jump in their journey with who they're learning God to be. Some people learn the hard way, but I believe we all eventually make it back to the same place of origin we're meant to be, of Genesis, you know? And that all takes our individual faith, our individual tests of faith. You know, we all get tested. Faith and belief is all y'all need. Peace, love, and awareness to all of y'all, man. Why are you looking back? Right now is a gift. That's why it's the present. So don't rip up the package. Don't rip up the whole package and, you know what I'm saying? Take your time so you can pass it along when you're done with it. Alright? I think that's what life is about. Learning this shit we're meant to learn in this lifetime and then passing it on once we get the gist, once we get the hang of it. Alright? So take your time so you're able to do that and pass along the gift. Don't just rip it up. You are and you have everything you need. Alright? It's Giza Soup. To make it to where God wants you to be, you will have an understanding of what you're best at and the best things that work for you. Stay tuned for the next clip. Blah.